Westbury Wraps stave, cap, and base installation. Welcome to Digger Specialties installation video for Westbury non-load-bearing wraps. This video will demonstrate proper installation techniques for level and sloped applications as well as cap and base assembly. Tools and hardware. Measure and cut. Measure the height of the existing post or column where the staves will be installed. Cut staves according to measurement if caps and bases are to be used. Ensure that all staves are cut to the same length. Applications not using a cap or base should cut the staves 1/8 inch shorter than measured height to facilitate installation. Note that if the installation surface is sloped, staves must be cut to accommodate the slope. Please refer to sloped wrap section. Apply touch-up paint on all raw ends to provide a barrier between aluminum and treated wood surfaces. Evenly line up the female end of stave 1 with the male end of stave 2 and use a non-marring mallet to gently snap together staves. Repeat for stave 3. Next, wrap the 3 connected staves around the post. Install stave 4 by connecting the female end into side A and male end into side B. Use clamp if needed to hold alignment during installation. If needed, use a putty knife as shown to help connect the male end into the final female end. Optional step. If the wrap fits loosely around the post, you may secure it by pushing the wrap to one side and fastening it to the post using the provided 2-inch wood screws on 2 adjoining sides. Install screws 1 inch away from each end of the wrap to prevent the screw head from interfering with the cap and base ribs. Place screws in a concealed location to maintain a clean appearance. Sloped wrap. If the installation surface is sloped, staves must be cut at an angle to adjust for the slope. The angle of the slope cannot exceed 2 degrees if bases are used. Using an angle finder, measure the slope on the short side of the post. Clearly label the post and backsides of each stave with numbers 1 to 4 as shown. Cut staves. Place the angle finder on the male side of stave 1 and cut angle. Next, place the angle finder on the female side of stave 3 and cut angle. On the long side of the existing post, measure the height and subtract 1/8 inch to help facilitate installation. Using the measurement from the previous step, cut staves 1 and 3 to length. These will be square cuts. Measure the post height on the short and long side of the slope and cut staves 2 and 4 accordingly. These will also be square cuts. Apply touch-up paint on all raw ends to provide a barrier between aluminum and treated wood surfaces. Assemble staves. Evenly line up the female end of stave 1 with the male end of stave 2 and use a non-marring mallet to gently snap together staves. Repeat for stave 3. Position the 3 connected staves around the designated post, bringing the wrap in from the long side of the sloped surface. Attach stave 4 following the same procedure as the level installation. Caps and bases. It is recommended that both the cap and base are installed level. The base can accommodate installation on a slope of up to 2 degrees. For even surfaces, begin at the base of the wrap and attach all 4 corner covers using 2 number 10 by 5/8 inch screws per corner. Before installing the second screw, ensure that the cover is pulled tight against the wrap. For uneven surfaces, position the first corner at the highest point. Utilize a square to determine the height for the remaining corners. While facing the wrap at the bottom, identify the right-hand corner cover. A spring will be visible beneath this cover. Insert the base panel into the spring side first. The base panel will snap into place due to spring pressure. If the panel is too long, trim one end using a chop saw. Repeat previous steps for each base panel. Install the cap corner covers in the opposite orientation of the base covers. Use a small bungee cord wrapped around the wrap, if needed, to hold the corner covers in position during installation. The spring is located on the left side of the cap. Insert the panel into the spring side first, then position the opposite side under the corner cover. Repeat for all panels. It is the responsibility of the installer to meet all code and safety requirements and to obtain all required building permits. The installer should determine and implement the installation techniques appropriate for each unique installation situation. Digger Specialties, Inc. and its distributors shall not be held liable for improper or unsafe installations. These instructions must be followed exactly as written, and the materials used must be exactly as shown in the instructions. Any deviation from the instructions or variation in the materials used and installed may result in an unsuccessful installation and will void the warranty. Thank you for watching Digger Specialties installation video for Westbury Wraps.